Hi guys, I'm getting a link that I want to share with you all. I got it now in the Let's Go Help link, and now I want to get it uh, in the, you know what I mean, YouTube link, okay? So you have that in the description now, so you can see that. I hope I could get it in there. Let me see, edit. Maybe so, maybe so, maybe so. Okay, yeah. 1 million giveaway, okay. Yes. Okay, so I got it in there. And I got it in the Let's Go Help. Oh, I have to put send. We are live. Yes, Xavier, we are live. And at 80 years old, soon to be 81, that's a nice thing to hear that I'm live. So I hope you're live. I enjoy being alive. Is there a song? I enjoy being alive. Well, something like that. How do you apply for the? Okay, apply for the grant. Okay, that's what tonight is. At midnight is for our $40,000 grant that we give out every month on the 4th of the month. Okay, now it's for members. Now, unfortunately, you have to be a member, and it's $20 for membership. And that's for a month. So it's a monthly membership. You could apply for longer, but whatever. If you just want to apply for this, and that's fine. And it usually takes us about 2 weeks afterwards to get the names. Now, we've given out over $1 million. I can't believe that. When I started this group, I just thought, oh, that's going to be a way for me to pay my rent and live out the rest of my life that I don't have to collect Social Security. Well, I collect it, but not all of it. I give most of it to scholarship fund because I'm making money and I don't. I think government programs are for people, not for people well off, but I think they should be for people who aren't well off and not as lucky as the rest of us. I have a hard time finding any help in Rancho Cucamonga, California. Well, it's the same list everywhere, but you have to. You can't just look on the internet. I think that's the problem we have, is that we think that we could find everything we want on the internet. You can, but you have to know how it's there. And that's what we do. We organize it in a way to show you where it is in Cucamonga or anywhere else in America. And so you want to download to see the report I just put in there, the 25 grants and giveaways that you won't find in Google. And there's a wonderful collection of things for money for everything. But for you to start the search in a systematic way is go to, on Let's Go Help 2, put 500 in the link above, because there's a tab on the left-hand side that shows you 500 grants for every state. So you want to download that state grant report. So you get a good starting place on that because it's broken down by subject area. So what you need money for, if it's paying bills or housing or entrepreneuring or healthcare, whatever, it tells you where to start. Then the other thing is to make sure you download my Meta Grant Report. Lesko's Meta Grant Report, that's on top of that listing. So once you find the 500 grants for every state, on top of that listing for every state is the Meta Grants Report. And you want to make sure you download that because that's the most things I get. Now, Lizette, I know it's a problem, and members have problems getting that, and it hurts me that it isn't easy. But we have to live with that because I can't change the government. Nobody can. Everybody says they're going to fix the government, and that's bullshit. Yeah, they just add more complications on what's already there. So to do that, it's a Jenga puzzle kind of thing. And you go in and you bang your head against the wall a few times and then you give up. And that's why you can't do that, because then you won't get anything. And that's why we have people here in Let's Go Help that are members and got something. So they show you how they get it, because I think it's more valuable than me, who've been studying this for 50 years. You are coming out of the gate just doing this for the first time in your life. And I think people who just did it who they just did it for the first time in life and they were successful can share better help and guidance than I can. I'm just the trained SEAL, kind of thing, and whatever it is. But Sherry, you're right. It's perseverance, and it hurts me so much that people stop too early and they don't get it. I would do this all for free. I think people have been around me enough know that because like I gave away $1 million. I mean, I don't know. I pay my rent and my kids are well off. They're doing well and they'll support themselves. And so if I kept that $1 million, I mean, there's nothing I would want more than to help people who need it, and that's what our members are, people who need that money. So everyone needs to go for the Skip Perseverance Grant. Speaking of, yeah, Sherry, if they're not charging, but don't forget, Skip is selling you something. I mean, I am too, but it's cheap. It's $20. But you apply for everything. You don't know what's right or wrong. You can't. If they charge you for something, then you want to get out of there. Anybody's charging for you for anything, don't hang around, because the real stuff is not there. And most of it is local for help. And if you have problems, $10,000 I think due today seems easy. $10,000 I think due today. What do you mean, Sherry? What's due today? $10,000. I applied for the Skip 2 days ago. Oh, great. Well, let me know if somebody wins, okay? Because that's important. But I guess they're not charging anything. But you'll get sales calls. Like me too. I do that. But it's important that you try and talk to people. The way to get through the nonsense and to get rid of the frustration is talk to a dozen people and see what they suggest. Because there are people out there that everyone I send you they get paid to help you solve that financial problem. They don't. Some give you money, but more show you where money is or how to get out of this financial problem. You're not the first one that has this kind of financial problem. So there are ways to do it, and they know the sources better because most of it is local, whether you want to start a business or pay your bills or whatever. Which is my favorite source? Well, my favorite sources are things that will get you more income and train you to get more money. In other words, to me, one of the best sources, I think, is the Career One-Stop Center. Because findhelp.org, yes, and the Career One-Stop Center. Because findhelp.org is where you go in and say you need rent money, okay, and you put in rent in your zip code, and you'll find 100 organizations that help with rent. That's your market. That's where you want to go. I've tried to Find Help and Community Action Plan for help and rent, and they said you have to be at least 2 months behind for us to help. Okay, Lucette, that's one person. That's one thing, okay? You have to find other people that help with rent to find other opportunities, okay? And that's why I like Find Help better. And if you go to Find Help and put in rent, then you'll get not just 2, 3, 4 organizations, you'll get 50 or more. And what you really have to do is get on the phone. If it didn't come easy, then you have to get on the phone and start talking to as many of those people you have that are listed there and ask them for advice on what you should do. Because otherwise you keep going around and around in circles and finding new things to apply to that come to you or that are more obvious and they're not working for some reason. So you have to stretch out. So what you want, the way to increase your opportunities and mindset is to start talking to people. And people that are in the business to help other people that have a rent problem or start a business problem or whatever. They're the best to know and to generate more options, and not just one person, because it's like getting a job. You don't knock on one door, and if they say, no, we're not hiring today, you don't say, well, I'll wait till they change their mind. No, you have to keep knocking on doors, keep knocking on doors. And that's why another thing I enjoy, that we only charge $20 so that you stay around long enough to find the help you need. And you only do that by running into roadblocks, but it's not running into roadblocks by just looking for websites to apply to. No, it's running into roadblocks by talking to experts who do this for a living every day. You have these sources, sit down and help fill out grant. Have you seen these sources sit down and help fill out grants? Some do, Sherry. They do. It depends on the grant. Most of them you don't need it. Most grants for individuals are just 2-3 pages, fill in the blanks. And if you have a problem with filling it out yourself, then you call the organization that you're applying to. They're the ones that they all have a mission to help you fill out that form. Some, they don't have a lot of help to do it initially, but that's what, you don't hire anybody to fill out a form for you. Unless you're asking for $1 million in your big nonprofit. Keith, you're looking for, I would not look for somebody to fill out an application, because you don't know the application you got to fill out. Believe me, once you file an application, I assume the application you filled out for Script isn't very complicated, was it? And government applications are sort of less complicated. And you could call up the offices. Oh, Megan, I'm going to try to call you soon, okay, to go over that issue you got, okay? Maybe on my walk today. Not really using AI, tweaking. No, you get an application. If you think you need somebody an application, don't think you need somebody an application until you see an application that makes sense to you. And the application that makes sense to you is when you find something that sounds like it is, and then you talk to the people who give out the money and see if that makes sense for you to apply. You don't want to go applying willy-nilly to something that may not work, okay? And that's the important thing. And the help is out there. If it's for individuals, there is you contact your free financial counselor if you need money for living expenses and rent like that, and the office that is giving out the money won't help you fill out the application, and you still need money to fill that out. Well, call the HUD financial counselors or other people that are financial counselors. They'll help you for free, and you could find them at if you go to findhelp.org and put in financial counselors, and they'll do it for free. Or go to hud.gov/counseling, and they'll do it for free. And I can hear now. Oh, you can hear now. No one should ever have to pay for a grant to make it stand out. Yes, Megan's right. I mean, she does this a lot. She helps other people a lot, and that's what it is. And that's why you see her. She's one of the people that help members for free. So she has a heart of gold, and her mission in life is to help other people who need help. They will fill out grant for free or tell you what grants are out there. The answer is maybe, and one person won't know everything, okay? And so Megan's right, sometimes, and that is the thing. And you have to create the sometimes. Everybody doesn't, nothing is 100%. I think I was talking yesterday about people say I'm a scammer, and when I read the detail what they're saying, I mean, to me, what they're saying is, I copy information that anybody could get. And that's right. So if that's scamming, you're right. I do that. Everyone does. Anybody in the media does that. Anybody, you get anything for free. You make 7 phone calls, you get anything. Okay, so they say that. Then the other thing they say about me being a scammer is that everybody doesn't get the money. They're right. So I don't know what the problem is, why they say you're a scammer. So I just wind up ignoring them. Nobody else has taken the time to put together, like, yeah, well, that's it. I mean, if it's not worth it to you, I mean, that's why I only charge $20. I don't want people to go into debt to find something I think should be free. But the government doesn't do it well. And also, I'll always pay you money back if you think I scammed you or did anything. And by the way, don't go to credit cards and stop the credit cards, because that causes a lot of problems, and you'll take a month or two to get your money back. I'll give you your money back in a couple days. So don't, if you want your money back, or if I charge you by accident, and that's coming around a lot now, because Stripe, which was our credit card processor, got rid of us at the blink of an eye, and we're still trying to dig it out, because it's a subscription basis, and we're all screwed up. So, and I just hope so far I see we could still give out the grants. We're giving out $1 million, and that's what we did so far. We've been doing this about a year and a half or so, and so it's over $1 million. And that's, I worry about that. I got to keep in business to be able to keep helping people. So if you see the amount that we're giving away shrink or something, that's it. Oh, we were doing very well, and then all of a sudden, oh no, you're doing too well. I mean, the big companies just rule, particularly the big internet companies. Man, if they don't like you for some reason, and I can't get a real reason, they don't like what I'm doing, and I don't know why. I mean, I get no complaints except a few scammers, but that's, if you're breathing in America, people don't like you. I don't understand. It's not overwhelming. We pay back all the money. The thing is, people who don't give the money back, that's the problem. They're the scammers. The people who charge you for something and don't give your money back when you're not satisfied. I will always do that, no matter what. And that's that to me the important thing, because what I say and what you hear are always two different things. And if you have assumptions that I don't really say or deal with so many people, particularly you see a 1-minute commercial and make a decision, and that's great. I want you to try it. And if it doesn't work for you, or it's not what you thought I said, I will give you your money back no matter what, no matter how long or whatever it is. I don't want you to spend your time worrying about that, or us spend the time arguing. Didn't you see those 5 pages you said you okay? No, I don't have anything like that when you buy something from me. You don't have to prove and guarantee, or I have no guarantees. I just guarantee I don't guarantee you get the money, and I don't guarantee you won't get it back. I'll give you anything back that you give to me at any time. I just need the right help. Yes, but you don't know what help you need yet. You have to look for stuff and find what's good for you, Xavier, and that takes effort. And we point you in that direction. And that's why, go tonight. I think there's a session tonight on one of the members that are live and take your questions. I know you want it easy, is that really what it boils down to. And unfortunately it's not. I mean, it can be, and there many times it is. Like the stimulus checks, okay? Everybody got one, and that was easy. It was one source. Well, the government gives out $22,000 of stimulus checks every year, but they're not in one big check. And there's thousands and thousands and thousands, and it depends on where you live. So it's learning the system. It's like learning how to drive, learning how to ride a bicycle. It's learning, how to use a computer. You learned it, and that's what you have to do if you want to do this. Can you live in one state and apply to another state to relocate? That's possible. You're going to be there. If you want to go to and there's states that will give you money to move there. I forget what. There's a link that we have in the Meta Grant report under getting a job. I think my dad is here. You can There are states that encourage people, particularly freelance workers. So if you have a job on the internet or something like that, they want you to move and they'll give you like $5,000, $10,000 to move there. But there are other programs. We have a listing of programs for moving expenses and stuff like that. Let me see if I could find that. Let's see. Oh. No, that's the wrong one. Why do I do the wrong one? Oh, mommy. Grants to make a move, okay. See, it's all about investigating. It's all about research. And if you don't do that, then you're going to try the first thing that will appeal to your laziness, and it probably won't be good, okay? And so that's why it's going through the work, and some decisions maybe are important to do that way, and some maybe not. So you have to pick and choose what are important. But I think moving or a career or getting your rent payment, I mean, that's important stuff in life, you know? It's easy to get tracked. Okay, I just gave you 2 listings here. 75 cities that pay up to $20,000 for you to move there, and also one on grants to pay moving expenses. And a way to do, if you were moving to another city, here's what I would do. I would first call that other city and contact their Career One Stop organization. So you put careeronestop.org. Okay, go to careeronestop.org. Put in the zip code that you're going to marry? Maybe you are married, but that you're moving to, and then call them to make an appointment. Say you're moving to town and need income and work, and see if they have training money, because they know they have money to help you get a job, and also know of sources for money to live on while you're getting a job. There's also a lot of programs now that will pay you while you're learning a new skill for maybe 6 months or whatever, you know, to get a higher paying job. And that's what these Career One Stops have, lots of programs like that. Overview, nonprofit, IEgives.org. Oh, is that the one you're working with, Megan? They know those programs. And then what you do is go to findhelp.org and look for programs there that have rent and grant money for down payments and stuff like that. They all have money like that. But it's going to take research on your part, and that's what you have to do. And by the way, members, apply to the grant. This is the last day to apply to our $40,000 grant. We have 4 grants every month, and we're giving out over $1 million. It's probably a lot more than that. That's the last time I checked. That was months ago. And things are still well enough to us to give out that money. Research experiment, you'll be a research experiment no time. What do you mean, MB? And it's important that you apply to ours, and also that you check if you want or not. If people aren't checking if they want, we try to contact them and we can't get them or whatever. They change, their life changes. Do you think it is honestly best to start at a commoncause.org and ask everything? And commoncause.org is where you find your elected officials, Sherry. That's just one sort. Now, I would do Find Help first and contact those organizations. If they don't help you as much, because Find Help is a way, your elected officials are a way to help you find what organizations that may help you. But Find Help does that more directly. And also your elected officials are good when you applied for something at a government agency and you haven't heard, and it's all screwed up or whatever. They could undo that mess. Also, commoncause.org is good when you have too much back taxes on real estate you can't pay, or you can't pay your SBA loans or something like that, that they could help you get that relieved in some way. And by the way, for for real estate property taxes, make sure you call the office that collects property taxes to see if they have special programs for low income or seniors and all kinds of special programs. They have forgiveness programs there. And then go to Find Help and put in property taxes too. Now let's see, somebody, I want info on how to buy a food truck. Well, I think what you want to do, don't forget, a food when you say you want income to buy a food truck, I mean, that's great. You want to have a food truck, then you have to have income. I always believe that there are more than one ways than buying something to do that. Partnerships and everything. But no matter, to explore the best way for you to start a foodstuff business is to make an appointment with the local mentors that help you start business. Okay, SBA.gov/local. Okay. Who's the food truck? Food truck lane. Jennifer. Okay, Jennifer, get that link there. Also, look in Let's Go Meta Grant report, and on item number 5, that's where I explain this and all the other sources that are available to start a business. But what you want to do, Jennifer, is go to that main source, and you'll find all the people that get grants to help you think through the best way for you to start a food truck business. That's what you want to do. You don't want to call and ask for money. You want to call and ask for help. You want help starting this business. And that's what they're there for. They get grants to help you start a business. They may or may not have money, but they'll point you and help you think through it. You know, what your bright idea will turn out to be something a little different, maybe, as you go out and find the options for you to implement that idea. What will happen is that maybe I do it this way, maybe I do it that way, or whatever. And that's another way to find other ways to solve your problem. The most important thing is you want to start a food truck. Okay, whether you do it on a bicycle or whatever. See, there's other ways to do it. Now, so many people are doing it at home and just delivering, and that costs you nothing. You have no overhead, or rent a kitchen for cheaper than a truck and have it. I mean, there's all kinds of ways in the food business that people are doing different ways to do things. So the thing is, you got to brainstorm and talk with somebody who does that for a living, help you, and not just one person. No, you can't do. I mean, that's what we want to do. We want to think. See, and that's why I'm bad helping you, because I know I've been through this 50 years, and I know it's more likely it's going to boil down to, which is bad in a way, because things are different all the time. So that's why, and it's the same way with you and getting help. Don't rely on one person for an answer with everything, because it's different all the time. Things change all the time. Nobody can keep track of it all. There's too much to do. That's why you go to Google and put in grants, and you get 2 billion websites. Now, it's shit. Can't do anything with that. That's why you have to talk to people. People have been doing this year in and year out. Yeah, like me, I could give you the 5 best places to start with. Now, when you start with them, then you have to call, please. Oh, I don't know how to say that more. I know it's hard. When I first started having to call people and to get money from them, a co-op kitchen, yeah, Space and Nonprofit, Crest Career Training, just for grants, for funds, see, look at what Megan's telling you about. See, that's why Megan's better than me. I'm just worthless old fart. Don't trust me. I'm in the SBA and buy an underserved small business loan, and they wanted everything that traditional bank wanted. Good. Well, I don't know if you got the right one. Okay. I'm a small home business. I live in Florida. Okay. Well, that's just one. I mean, if you go to the Economic Development Office in Florida, okay. Okay, power. .com. I don't want a .com. Don't want .coms. Epic, Department of Economic, EDA, Florida Jobs, Florida, State of Florida, Florida Online, City Miami B, EDA, Florida Chamber, no, Florida Government, Florida Jobs, North Florida Economic Development, God, where my Powering Florida, that's .com. I can't find it easily enough. Go to item number 5 in the Meta Grant Report. Okay, item number 5, Meta Grant Report, and I don't know if you really talk to. It's a loan. You're right, and so there's something bank kind of stuff, but it doesn't. You don't have to have assets. So it's really for people who are disadvantaged. So there's a lot of different requirements. So maybe the bank you have isn't doing that one. And you have to find the ones that that one is. And that's why the best way is to make an appointment with the mentors. And that's at sba.gov/local-assistance. Let's go. I applied for your $40,000 grant when I had to write about what I would do with it. I only said that I would do $1,000, so I only made a response tailored to that. I hope it doesn't affect. No, I mean, the chances, no, I mean, it'd be better if you tell us it was something specific to do it. You wanted the $1,000 for, and that will make it easier for you to appoint. And it could only be a sentence or two. That's what I've been looking into, paid for training programs, remote jobs. I'm up early in the sun. Okay, Xavier, go to the Let's Go Meta Grant reports. There's a whole section there under the jobs on getting gig jobs at home. I think that's terrific. And you can do that easily. And you could start in the morning because it takes very little. Don't pay anybody to help you with that. You don't have to pay anybody to help you with that. And Nahasi de Castro, I'm not sure what you meant, but if you have the application in there, and you should have got an email response, then your application will be in. And if you don't get it this month, you could do another. Or actually, we have a car repair grant on the 15th, and then a rent grant on the 20th. So we're giving out $15,000 for car repair. On the 15th, you could apply for that one also. And then on the 20th, we have $20,000 for rent and help with mortgage or utilities and sort of housing kind of stuff. And you can apply for that. And then on the 30th, we have 25 free laptops we give out. Okay, I went to the SBA and bought it and they wanted everything as a traditional. Well, yeah, it goes through. Maybe not the same bank, I mean, the banks, and a lot of these will be different kinds of banks that do that. So that's why it's again, it's a little complicated. Yeah, Hattie has it there. I mean, Megan has it, CDFI, and a bank, part of that, Community Development Financial Institution, are more likely to know about these non-traditional sources. Let me see if I could find them quickly for you. Not there. New grant, no, that's home repair. No, that's not that. Where'd you put that, Megan? Damn it. Every time you get in my stuff, you mess it all up. I can't find it. I'm teasing you, Come on, where's number 5? Okay, number 5, okay. Artificial intelligence, get grant, and find business, chat, OpenAI, make appointments with mentors are free. Where to find, make appointments, okay. Different kinds of organizations. Yeah, number 5, you look at number 5 there. People with disabilities get back. Brian's new, okay. Here it is. Okay. Okay, where'd you go. There you go. Okay, here's the, make sure you get the right program here at the SBA. That's what you want. Okay, disadvantaged entrepreneur. No matter what these gurus say out on YouTube, they have to get your personal credit in order to. Oh, absolutely. At least above 50, receive any loans. Yeah, loans are. Yeah, I don't know. And disadvantaged, that may be changing a little, Megan, for certain areas. So, you can't say never. I mean, so you never know. And that's why you talk to organizations that are nonprofit that are helping you get this money, then they'll know the local stuff more than anybody else will to help and to receive any loans that aren't predatory. Right, predatory. You want to stay away from those sharks there. Yeah. And that's what happens, boy. And they get money. That's why. No, get that help so you could fish out those bad actors before they attack you, because they will, right? They'll come after you. With the criminal history, can you get, yes, okay, share your favorite recommendations for best side gigs, remote jobs you personally like. Well, the ones that are easy. I mean, they're easy to try, Sherry, because then you just try and you don't do it again. I mean, that's the best way to learn. To learn through and what's good for you. Maybe not. I mean, maybe you like shopping, then be a home shopper for people. Go out and buy shit for people. Man, I wouldn't. I don't like doing that. Yeah. And so that's why you just try. It costs nothing, to try. Sign up and try. And you'll see what appeals to you, and just try it. What the hell? My son delivers food, not people, not like Uber and people. No, he likes deliver food and make a couple like $100, do that. Or you could be a catering. They have a good gigs. They need people for party at night. So at a party, you can make $100 for the night. And by serving hors d'oeuvres or whatever the heck they want, okay? They need help. Everybody needs help. So get out there and try it. And you won't make a fortune, and you have to learn the system, how to get the best out of what the system is for you. And that only comes from trial and error. Okay, so get out there and try stuff, and you'll see. Do you have a favorite recommendation? Okay, thank you. I'll do my best to apply for all of them. Hopefully I'll be able to win one of that towards a down payment at home. Okay, for down payment, Nestle, here's the, you want to talk to, okay, you're looking for a home? Okay, here's what you do. You go, these 7 organizations I'm putting in the description here. You call each one of those and tell them you need help getting a home, okay? Make an appointment with each one of those, okay? And they're all right there. Tammy will give you them too, I'm sure. And the only way you get it is by calling people. And you call. And unfortunately, that's what it is. We would like it to be easier. I wish the information was easier. I've been studying this for 50 years, and this is the best I could do, because actually, I mean, to me, what I see, if I wasn't here, you'd be in Google trying to find these 7 organizations, or 8, I guess I have here. And you don't even know what to ask for. So you put in housing grants or something like that, and you get, 200 million of them. And what the hell are you gonna do? No. Here are the people, these are organizations where you live that get grants already to help you get a home. That's what they do. They don't charge any money or whatever. See, everybody in Google has to charge you money, so they pay Google. And these organizations that give money don't have money to pay Google, so they're not there. And you have to find these other things, okay? Listen, guys, I got to go exercise and try to stay in shape so I can stay here and have more fun than a barrel of monkeys trying to help people. How do I send info on another person pretending to be you? Oh, shit, I know, Janet. I don't know how to get rid of those people. But Misty or Sabrina, mention to them That's the problem. I mean, I have two things that haunt me for 50 years of doing this. One, people telling me I'm full of shit. Besides, uh, and or a scammer. And the other thing is people impersonating me because I guess they think I'm successful and they can do this too. And that's why I use me as everything, because you're right. I mean, see, anybody could do this. You sell information that you get for free. My first New York Times bestseller was a book I copied from verbatim from the government printing office, because nothing in the government is copyrighted, and that's I put my name on it and I thank the government and whatever. But we live in an information explosion now, and most jobs are rearranging reality. Everybody's job is taking what reality is out there and rearranging it for people to understand. So we're all doing that. No matter what job you have. If you're an accountant, you're taking reality, right, and putting it together for somebody to understand. Keep being you. Well, see, yeah, that's another thing, Karika. Who's going to copy being an asshole? So you know it's me. Yeah, somebody. If I had a blue suit and acted like everybody else, and then it's hard to. Nobody wants to act like a fool, except me, because that's how you know you got me. You got somebody acting like a crazy man, then you know you got me. And nobody wants to copy that. I always could take a picture after I park, I'm driving and I'm listening and using my mic to text. Oh, good for you. I hope to take a picture after a picture of what? A picture of me or what? Actually, these things run all the time. After I put them up on the Let's Go Live on Let's Go Help, and then if you're watching it on YouTube. And by the way, don't forget, I put at the beginning of this on Let's Go Help and on Let's Go Help on YouTube and on Let's Go Help too, is that link to 25 little known grants that Google won't tell you about, okay? So that's it. Oh, the 7 sites, I see what you mean. Okay, that is also in the Meta Grant Report, okay? Nahasi, the Meta Grant Report, then you have all the links that are live in there. So you go to download the Let's Go Meta Grant Report, and it's in there under number, so keep appealing. So keep appealing. I just got another California rent relief appeal. Oh, wonderful, Megan. You see that? She appealed. See that? She appealed. She appealed. You did it once before, Megan, appealing? Yeah, see, it's a lot of people get appealed. Yeah. I'd love to know how many win. The last thing I did years ago, I put, oh, what do they get? Like, if you get a appeal, about like a third of the people got something. Not the full thing, something. It's been happening. I've been helping denials. I've had. Oh, you help people who get denied? Wow. And how many have you done, you think, out of the 17? I mean, the 19 wins. Megan, about how many have you, about 45. So you almost 50% win. So what's 25,000 to 87,000? Wow, I'm gonna make a story out of that. That is wonderful. What a treasure you are. See, that is wonderful, Megan. Oh, thank you so much. You are such a wonderful human being. See, look at that, people. Look at what Megan done. You know, she just writes a letter and gets, what is that, 73,000 to 87,000? People think it's over. It's not the appeal. Oh, so what is the 27,000 and 87,000, Megan? So I say that right. What do you mean by that? It ranges in rent. Oh, the amount you got for people. Holy shit. That's amazing. Oh, you are a champion. I will help you until I die. Anybody who does this kind of stuff for other people, anything, I mean, I only have about 10 more years, and you're gonna fucking outlive me. But for these 10, 15 years, for your heart and your perseverance should be, and it doesn't, I don't know, I mean, I found it, I don't have any credentials to do this, I just want to do it. And that's what it is. Where in the doc for 25 places not found on Google? It's in the beginning of this chat, I put it, okay, Sherry? In the beginning. I put it up there in the beginning. Okay. My grandpa outlived his insurance policy. I'll show those suckers. I saw that. Okay. Listen, let me go exercise so I can stay healthy, wealthy, or healthy and wise. I don't know, wealthy. I don't need much anymore. I'm just helping you. And that grows my heart, and that's the only thing I have left to get stronger is my heart. And I think it's getting better because of you allowing me to do this, and making it sound important. So you are the secret. And that's why you're trying to get somebody else's secret. We all have our own little secret, and we have to pour water and fertilizer to make it grow. MB, thank you, MB Maria. I just am so heartfelt with what I hear from people. It's just too much to. I'll explode if I think about it too much. So thank you. Let me go and exercise and be a little human.